Top of the Jupiler Pro League, top of our Europa Conference League group as well. Fair to say Season 7 shaping up to be a pretty good one. Hello and welcome back to Rupel Boom or Bust. It is Season 7, it is Episode 4, and if you are enjoying these videos and you haven't subscribed, go on, hit the subscribe button, ding the notification bell as well, hit the like button if you're enjoying them as well, and yeah, we're currently top of the table, we're currently top of our Europa Conference League group, Ferencváros and Anderlect. Today, we might not be top for long. So, after last episode, we obviously had the ridiculous 5-4 match against Vasslan Beveren, our first defeat of the season. Luckily for us, we've gone back to winning ways. We beat Oostende 1-0 in the Croaky Cup. We drew 1-1 with Genk, which actually isn't too bad. We then beat Riga 6-1 in the Europa Conference League, which I was not expecting it to be that kind of emphatic. We then beat Lommel as well 4-0, so things are going well. Admittedly, Bakayoko scored 3 penalties over the course of 4 games there, but yeah, we are currently top of the Jupiler Pro League. As you can see, we are 4 points clear actually, so arguably we're going to be staying top of the league regardless of what happens against Anderlect, and Ferencváros are going to be our opponents in the Europa Conference League, which we're going to play now. The starting lineup then for the Ferencváros game, we're away from home in Hungary. I think they're from Hungary, aren't they? It is going to be Torres in goal. Louise, Sio, Stedman and Antwi as our back four. Stedman, I've realised, at 6'4", he's a centre-back, isn't he? He's a centre-back. He's not really a box-to-box midfielder. If anything, he's probably more of a ball-winning midfielder if we were going to go for something, but we obviously don't play a ball-winning midfielder. Ball-playing defender, I think he should be good enough at. I mean, there's lots of 11s in there. But yeah, Stedman is going to be our central defender. It's going to be La Rosa and Patino in the middle. Schemmer and Piazza on the wings. Bakayoko and Faye up front. Piazza, he's a player that I kind of never really play. I play him, but most of the time it's off camera. And I think I'm weirdly prejudiced against him because he's real. Everyone else is pretty much a new gen. Bar, let me see, who isn't a new gen? It's Patino. And that's it in our starting 11. Clinton Antwi, I think, as well, yeah. So, I'm weirdly biased against him because he's not a new gen. But yeah, we're giving him a game today because he's actually very good and arguably our best left midfielder. So, 2 games deep into the Europa Conference League, and we are currently sat top of the pile. But basically, ourselves and Betis both on 5. Ferencváros and Riga currently on 2 points. But I think actually Riga are currently on 1 point. They're losing to Betis, fair enough. 15 minutes in, and the first highlight of the game here in Hungary begins. Gaze across to Bolla. Lots and lots of space for Bolla. Is he going to run? He does eventually decide to run. Antwi's nicked it off him, maybe? Come on, Clinton. Doesn't manage to get it. Loic Nego now. Where is he going to go? Piazza's stolen this. This is good to see. Over the halfway line for the Italian. Needs some support. He's been tackled. Bakayoko gets it back to Piazza. Now Schemmer's in on goal. And Schemmer really should have made it 1-0 there. Free kick for Ferencváros. Stedman gets it clear, the big Australian. And I think he's part English as well. It's going to come back towards us, though. Rene Santos. Uzuni? Maybe that's a good name. I like that name. Patino's stolen this away, and Antwi can get it upfield. Down towards nobody, apparently, on the left-hand side. Bolla's just smashed that in, and Bolly is there. Bolla to Bolly. It's 1-0. It's not going to be 1-0. That's going to be flagged for offside. VAR has said that it is a no goal. Also, I've noticed that La Rosa has picked up a knock. I don't know when that happened, but that's not ideal. I would argue that this group is between us and Ferencváros as to who's going to finish second and who's going to finish third. So if we can get a victory at their ground, I'd say that that's going to put us in the driving seat. It's Bakayoko with the ball from Antwi. He's going to run with it, stops, plays it across to Schemmer, and this time the Kosovan can put it in the back of the net. His third of the season, 27 minutes played. We are 1-0 up away from home. If we can make this result stick, that could be a decider. We go top of the group for that as well. Antwi to Patino, back to Clinton Antwi, the Ghanaian, forward to Piazza. In the middle is Bakayoko, does eventually get it. La Rosa to Schemmer, to Jose Luis, the Brazilian, into the penalty area, goes for not a very good effort, straight into the hands of Demjen, maybe? It's still 1-0. Still plenty of time in the first half, and we've got another attack on the left-hand side. Antwi's ball doesn't find anyone. Sio has it, who's picked up an early-ish yellow card. Stedman, where are you going to go, buddy? Forward to Patino. Needs a runner, really, in Antwi. Antwi does just basically... He's been forced to run there, hasn't he? He was forced to run down the wing. Keeps it in play. Cross it in. He stopped. He plays it to Charlie Patino. He's crossed it in. That's almost an own goal. Faye really should have put that one in. It's a superb save from the keeper. Louise to La Rosa. Plays it all the way back. What are we doing? Bolly's got past. That's all come from LaRossa's poor pass. Bolly's being hopefully forced out wide. It's a spectacular block from Stedman. And CO as well getting a block. And Shema just puts that into space. 3 minutes left of the first half. Bakayoko, lovely touch to get past the defender. He's going for goal himself. And was that a save? I think he saved it, you know. This is one of those games where we are not going to score anywhere near enough goals. I feel like Ferencváros are going to come back, score just one goal, and then that's going to be the equaliser for them. So far, we are doing really well, but we're just not taking our chances. Their keeper's on a 7.2. We've had 8 shots on target out of 16. We've scored 1. Ferencváros with the ball. Boller on that right-hand side. He's got 3 in the middle. If he can get this cross in, he's hit the first man. He hasn't hit the first man. Stedman gets it clear. Mohamed Faye has also picked up a knock. Piazza's going to run with this. Faye just runs in front of him and blocks him for some reason. Piazza into the area. Is he going to cross it? He's just smashed it. He's gone for goal himself. Right, we are going to take off Faye for Alonso Juarez. We're also going to take off La Rosa for Breck Peters. Juarez hasn't played too many games for me at the moment since joining in the summer. I think this might be his time to shine. If he can get a decent enough chance, get a shot away, maybe score a goal, be very happy. Peters' corner comes in, Stedman is there, and Matty Stedman gets his first goal for Rupel. Boom. The big Australian makes it 2-0, straight from a corner. That's what we need. That's why he needs to be a centre-back. He scores from corners. I didn't mention that Stedman is playing because basically we do have an injury to Matteo Gaviot and he's out for quite a while, so Stedman will be playing a lot of football. Can he get his second? Peters' corner comes in, Stedman is there, and Matty Stedman can get his second of the game. He's on a hat-trick, he's a centre-back. Just before that goal went in, we did pick up another injury in the shape of Charlie Patino, so we are going to be bringing on Victor. He can play as a DLP, sure. He's quite versatile, luckily for us, the Icelandic man. That's not how it's said. And that's a 4th injury. Wonderful. Right, I think we're going to have to just try and rearrange. So Juarez can play as a winger. Shema can't really do anything other than a winger. We could do this. I don't really know why I'm rearranging. I need a right back, really, don't I? I need somebody to fit in there. And I don't think it's back. Can Bakayoko... Do you think he'll be a right... You've got 4 tackling. You can't be a right back. Okay, so Bakayoko could change for... We could try Victor as a right back. And then we'll do that. And what am I doing? I'm making a mess. Complete mess. Piazza, I mean, what have we done? Victor's a right back. Maybe. He's got 10 tackling. That's fine. I'm happy with Victor as a right back. He can't play there, but I'm happy with that. Peters and Piazza in the middle. Maybe, I guess. And then we've got Shema and Juarez. And then we've got Bakayoko as the lone striker. We're just going to have to go for it, aren't we? I'm not doing any other changes. I'm not going to go more defensive, although arguably I perhaps should. Peters, Stedman. Go on, Stedman. Sted has nearly made it 4. Nearly got himself a hat-trick. Peters with another chance. Put it on Stedman's head. It's gone over everybody, and Shema hits it over the bar as well. We should be 5 or 6-0 up here. We really should. And we're down to 10 men. We should be just absolutely smashing these guys. But they are still just about in this game. Piazza with it forward to Bakayoko. No support now for the Ivorian. Plays it all the way across, finds Shema. Still a couple of options in the middle. Shema's going to run, cross it in. He does cross it in, it's over the top. Juarez is there. Juarez heads over the bar. 15 minutes left to play. We've had so many chances. 28 shots we've had. We've had 28 shots. We're down to 10 men, and we are still peppering the Ferencváros goal. They are coming forward with the ball on the left. How have we stolen this away? Shema with it, runs forward, Bakayoko's in front, plays it on the ground towards Bakayoko, 1 touch, it's a decent save from the keeper, we get ourselves another corner, get in the box Matty Stedman, get in the box, Peters, stick it on his head, okay, it's Shema, stick it on Stedman's head, Sio's there instead, and the Korean heads over the bar. We should have had so many more goals in this. Final couple of minutes of the game, are we going to get another goal? Are we going to make it 4? We've got a throw, Antwi's going to take it to Juarez, takes a touch, good touch as well. Plays it across Piazza. It's a weird pass. It's behind Shema. Victor now, the makeshift right back in on goal. Victor's not a very good shot from the right winger. Peters across to Juarez. And on the half volley, Alonso Juarez gets his second goal for the club. It is 4-0. We are finishing with 10 men. We've picked up 4 injuries as well. That's a concern for the Anderlect game. But we have just absolutely embarrassed Ferencváros. we're still not done. Could it be 5? We've got a minute and 15. Piazza with this ball. I want a corner, and I want Stedman to be up there. Or a penalty, and Stedman can take it and get a hat-trick. Peters back to Piazza playing in the middle. Juarez now. Can he get his second of the game? He's dodged 2 tackles. Bakayoko plays it behind Shema. Invites Victor forward. 2 in the middle. Bakayoko's one of them. Spectacular block from the defender. And that is going to be all then. It is 4-0 in Hungary. We absolutely dominated them. We should have probably scored 6 or 7, in my opinion. We were so much better than them. Finishing with 10 men, we're definitely top of our group. So then, the 4 injuries. First up, Jose Luis. He's out for 3 to 5 weeks with fractured ribs. Okay, that's fine. We've still got Dehaney, La Rosa, 4 to 8 days. Okay, you're going to miss the next match. Phase 1 to 3, that's fine. Patino also going to miss the next match. We have 7 injured players. Tahuahulu, La Rosa, Faye, Gabia, Gonzalez, Patino and Luis all going to be missing the Anderlect game. Maybe Faye might be back. It's going to be a makeshift squad for that one. And looking at the Europa Conference League table, I would say it's very difficult for us to not qualify now. If we lose against Ferencváros or Riga in the return fixtures, then we might have a bit of an issue, but arguably, we've just beaten both of them. We scored 10 past Riga and Ferencváros across 2 games. I can't see them beating us. Right, we are back then for the Anderlect game. Again, away from home this time. Obviously, there's a few changes going on in the squad because of injuries. It's going to be Torres remaining in goal. Dehaney comes in for the injured Jose Luis. It's going to be Seo and Stedman keeping their positions as a centre-back, with Antwi also keeping his place. Midfield is all changed. Breck Peters and Eden Hazard. We've got the old man, and I guess the young man. Peters is probably, 20 now? 19 years old. So he's still pretty decent, isn't he? His jumping reach has gone up to 4. You're 5'2", mate. I wouldn't even bother trying. Shema and Piazza will be our wingers. Bakayoko and Juarez today will be our strikers. Andre, Gnehi, Perez, Montero, Nize, Victor and Mohamed Faye will be on the bench today. Faye is fit, but I don't really want to risk him. He might be coming off the bench later on, although I'm more likely to bring on Montero instead. Right then, Anderlect at home on TV as well, apparently, by the looks of things. It's not going to be easy. Anderlect, as I mentioned a few times, over the last few seasons, they've been a very up and down side. There's been a lot of times where they've underachieved. There's been times where not overachieved, but they've done what you'd expect them to do. This season down in 11th, I'd say they're underachieving, but the league is pretty close. We're on 19 points, they're on 12 points. So there's not a big gap between 1st and 11th place currently. 15 minutes on the clock. So far, no side have had a shot yet, let alone one on target. We've nicked that away. Juarez chests that ball down. Wonderful control. In the middle is Bakayoko. Juarez goes it alone. It's a good save from Van Krombruge. Was that his name? It's a very Belgian name if it is. It's going to be a corner. It is Arba Shema to take this left-footed. Stedman's there at the front post. He was a little bit too close to really make too much of that. He wasn't ever going to get a shot away. All he was going to do was flick that on. It's gone off for a throw. We have had a couple of shots now. Torres with a free kick to Eden Hazard. Heads it down to Shema. Back to Hazard once again. Piazza's on the left, doesn't get it, but Hazard once again can play. Basically, Hazard's in there to pull the strings. That's all I need him to do. I don't need him to run. I don't need him to get too much involved in the attacking or defending side. Just stand in the centre circle and just pass the ball to the best option. That's what I need Eden to do. Antwi plays it across. Shema controls it. Takes the touch to get past his man. Dehaney's with him. He went, oh my word, Shema, what are you doing? If they score because you went for a bloody Rabona or whatever that one's called... Trezeguet with it across. Lakessa, lots of space. Witry goes for goal. And all of that came from Arba Shema trying to be a clown. I say trying. He succeeded, didn't he? He succeeded in being a clown. That's all his fault. Antwi's throw to Eden Hazard. Literally, about 3 minutes after their goal. Piazza on that left-hand side. Antwi's going to carry on his run. Hazard has this ball. Piazza again on the ground. And Juarez is there. Puts that in the back of the net. It's 1-1. Instant reply from Rupel. Boom. That's good. That is a very good goal. That is a goal that I don't think we score very often at all. Normally our goals, basically, they're not this quick, are they? There's a lot of build-up play. This just kind of came out of nothing. Piazza ball in. Juarez just gets a little foot to that, puts it in. Well, Juarez there, I guess, has kind of saved Shema a little bit. Also, that's his 3rd goal of the season, and he's only played about 5 games. So Juarez is learning how to play the system and score some goals. 1 minute of injury time to play in the first half. Breck Peters has this ball with his 4 jumping reach. Lovely ball to Antwi, controls it as well, crossed that in. He tried? Did he try? He passed that. That was a pass. That was a pass to Peters, and now the counter-attack is on. Fournier with acres of space. He's going to go for goal. Torres can hold on to that one. The Mexican keeper there saves Clinton Antwi's weird pass that apparently was towards Breck Peters. It is 1-1 at half-time. It's fairly even, isn't it? In fact, it's very even. 4 shots apiece, 2 on target apiece, 1 goal apiece. Something needs to happen in order for us to basically get the 3 points here. I'm going to say I'm not happy with the performance. That's the first thing. And then if we look tactically, we've got players who are playing badly. So, Antwi's 6'3", Stedman's on a 6'4", Peters is on a 6'5". We've only got, arguably, so Juarez, Piazza, and then Sio, Dehaney, and Torres-ish are the only ones who are playing all right. Everyone else is struggling a bit. So me shouting at them at half-time might be a good idea. We're not going to change anything at the moment. We're going to stick with it. But I am keeping an eye on Stedman and Antwi in particular. Nize's on the bench, who's not the best option as a left-back, but he's the best option we have at the moment, partially because he's Belgian. It's 2-1. Straight away in the second half, 4 minutes or 5 minutes in, Anderlect retake the lead. Judging by the fact that Clinton Antwi's dropped down to 6.2, that's his fault. We are going to do... I mean, I feel like I've done this before. He can be a left-back, can't he? He's right-footed, but he can be a left-back. That's fine. We're going to bring Yuri on then. We're keeping Stedman on for the moment. I feel like Stedman's living off the Ferencváros game at the moment. I don't want to bring him off because I know he could score a goal from a corner, but he also can't defend right now. Anderlect with the ball in a very good position. Throw to Witry, back to the throw taker. Walkvist crosses that in. Trezeguet's facing away from goal. Witry's there, it's 3-1. We've played 2 league games on camera so far this season, and already it's looking like we're probably going to lose both of them. We have ourselves a throw 70 minutes. It's an awful throw, straight to a purple shirt. Sio gets it forward though to Eden Hazard. Forward again to Piazza, back to Hazard. Piazza with some space to Juarez, needs a runner. He spends far too much time on that ball, but we do have another chance with Sio over the top towards nobody. What is this highlight at the moment? Keeper then with it in his hands, 70 minutes on the clock, kicks it over the halfway line. It's over our defender's head. Witry has this. It's Yuri's kicked him over. Piazza, lovely 1-2 there with Witry, who was on the floor. Juarez isn't going to get that. We're just not breaking them down. We're not doing our job. We're not playing the game that we know how to play that gets us good results most of the time. This is just one of those performances where we're just being outdone. Fournier's in on goal. Torres makes a save, keeping it down to just 3-1. Torres is on a 6-4. That's not good. Why is he playing so badly? Shemmer's on a 6-4 as well. Corner comes in. Keeper doesn't come out. Stedman gets it clear. Shemmer's controlled it. That is probably the last time we're going to see Shemmer today. 20 minutes left. Shemmer's coming off. We're going to do Victor Montero. We'll do Montero. Montero's the right winger. We're also going to do Bakayoko for... what do we do here? We will do Victor. We'll do that. We'll stick Piazza up front. Victor can go on that left-hand side. I didn't want to bring Faye on. I know he's a game changer, but I don't want him to get injured because he's so bloody important to us, basically. 5 minutes left of the game. It's not going to happen, is it? 4 minutes of injury time. We've got a chance. Dehaney with the throw. Eden Hazard to Breck Peters. Back to Hazard. Still time to possibly get a goal. Juarez in on goal. Lovely volley. He was offside anyway. It's going to stay 3-1. Still time. 2 minutes now. Anderlect do have the ball. Are we going to steal this off them, or are they going to basically put the final nail in the coffin? They've got it playing around in front of the penalty area. Across to Witry. He's got Yuri in front of him. Yuri's kind of forced him out wide, crosses it in, but Yuri's going to get there first. Hazard, back to Yuri. Just smash it upfield, mate. Just smash it up there. He has gone towards nobody. What? We've just played badly, haven't we? We've deserved nothing out of this game, and we're going to get nothing out of this game. Still a minute and 20 seconds to play. Something's happening in this highlight, and I feel like it's an Anderlect goal. Peters has stolen it. No, he hasn't. There's the Anderlect goal. 4-1. Just not our night, was it? Just not our night. We scored 1 goal from 7 shots and 2 on target. They scored 4 goals from 11 and 6 on target. XG was pretty similar. So you'd argue Torres had a bit of a shocker, didn't he? So we stay top of the table, and luckily for us, Ghent drew with Antwerp, which means they didn't really close the gap. Genk move up into second place after their victory against OHL. So we are still 2 points clear at the top of the table. Obviously, the way the league works is we have the weird break at the end, and then the top 4, everyone's points get halved. So we need to be a long way clear before we get to that point if we don't have like a panicky final 6 games of the season. Oh, this is interesting. Eden Hazard is now 1 game away from getting an extension to his contract. He needs to play 5. He's played 4 at the moment. He's probably going to get an extension, isn't he? He's still good, right? He's still good playing as a DLP on support. He's got all the right numbers. He doesn't need to run. Right, I'm blaming that result on basically playing a fairly rotated side. That's what I'm going to blame on. Anyway, next episode, what we are going to do is we're probably going to have a couple of league games. I think that's what we're going to go for. We're going to probably have Antwerp and Zulte Waregem, maybe. Or do we just jump straight to here? Because I feel like the Europa Conference League is sorted. In my opinion, I think it's sorted. So, you know what? I don't know what we're going to do next episode. I want to kind of get a little bit further because the first few months of this season have taken a while. So we're going to probably jump to someone in December. Maybe Riga, because we haven't played them yet on camera. Well, lots of goals were scored. 1 victory, but 1 pretty bad defeat as well. Still top of both the Europa Conference League and the Jupiler Pro League, but it's looking a bit close at the moment. We need to get back to winning ways in our next few matches. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember, hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, comments, all the fun, fancy YouTubey stuff, and I'll be back next time with more Rupel Boom or Bust.